Anyway, good afternoon to the world. This week is going to be a most exciting presentation. Normally you see my ugly face for this presentation, but on this 25th series lecture on the new virtual world of commerce, I am delighted to announce many prominent Art Collective members. And when I say prominent, I mean prominent as in the highest of caliber. I'll just, like I said to you, it'll take me an hour just to introduce the CV curricula of those in attendance. I'm just going to apologize, but just quickly skim over them. We have one and only Lucia Kaiser. I know she don't like me calling her this, but I call her Miss Hollywood because she is, without a doubt, the most well-connected being, and not just in Hollywood, but in politics, but also in humanitarian causes. She's raised absolutely million for great, awesome causes. There's a two-time Emmy Award winning. She was the first female executive on the Johnny Carson show, the first executive to run the Bruce Lee film company in Hong Kong. She's the first of everything. She is literally a woman leader. I mean, her friends are the Oprah Winfrey's following her footsteps. This is the kind of caliber she is. Like I said to you, it would take more than an hour, take 10 hours just to give her credibility to what she's done world over. So it is truly a great honor to have her not only in our collective member, but on this platform to talk about the virtual new world. So, you know, and then we have her associate, also a prominent member of our collective, Randy, a Hollywood producer, actor. Again, this man is a caliber beyond my description. He's worked not only in Hollywood, but also as a speaker on with corporate America, the highest in the top 500 companies. So again, this guy's resume is beyond coverage. Aaron Paul, who you saw the legends. Again, his caliber he's a pop legend, an icon. He was a child star that was selected by the famous Simon Cowell for the pop group, the UK pop group, Worlds Apart, extremely popular in Europe, well, the world over. So and now we have his presence here in America, which I was, like I said, privileged to interview him for our Legends interview a couple of weeks ago. And finally, but not least, a very beautiful and creative and talented artist, and a prominent Art Collective member, Jenny Yip, who is a very, very well-renowned, respected artist. In fact, I hired her to commission my award-winning book, From Newton, Einstein to God, that she painted dearest to my heart, my mother and son portrait. So anyway, like I said, today is absolutely astounding. Like I said, I feel belittled by the great presence that surrounded me. So I'm going to keep quiet now and allow both Lucia and Randy. Again, today's topic is about this new world of commerce that we are going to, a virtual world. Whether you like it or not, this is the world that is coming. And I'm honored to have leaders in this field to give their bit. And Lucia and Randy introduced me to a great new social media platform called Display, which is absolutely amazing. It is going to be the new Facebook, the new Twitter, the new YouTube of this world. But so I'm going to hand that platform. Lucia, Randy, I've shared the deck with you, so please, it's open to you. Thank you. Lucia, you want to quick?
Yes, thank you, Leon. You should really be my publicist. I love the way you present us, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all your dedication and work that you're doing. I know how hard you work. So thank you, everyone. It's great to see everyone. Hi, Aaron Paul.
Hello. Sorry.
It's okay. I just want to briefly say that last year, of course, we've all had quite a, this year, I don't even want to think about the last year, but just before COVID broke out, I had raised, don't want to say the number, I know Leon is aware of it, but quite a large number to finally produce my first feature major film. And we were but our legendary casting director, Bonnie Timmerman, was about to cast, and then COVID broke out. Obviously, we were shooting in New York. So we are back on track on that. Due to the delay, which in a way was a blessing, I was able to bring in an extraordinary partner, film producer partner, Barry Navidi, who is Al Pacino's partner also, and he's now my film partner. We've been friends for about 16 years. So he's producing with us, and I just can actually say this, but I mean, I'm not going to say it. I mean, we're going to say it, but it's not going to be out for the press, maybe for a few months. But Al Pacino and Barry Navidi's writer have tweaked our script to make it even better. And a little birdie told me the other day that Al's interested in playing one of the major roles in the film. It's not announced or anything like that, but that would be quite exciting for us. So for me to put, the reason I preface with that is that has been my life, obviously. And of course, everyone knows the work I do in human trafficking. That's like a no-brainer. They're doing a little segment on me on a TV show that's been created in my honor, which I'm very proud about, regarding fighting human trafficking. And it's from the Straight Talk magazine, which of course Aaron Paul and myself were featured in. So that segment's coming out, and obviously that's a big passion. I'll never stop working on that. So a few months ago, a very dear friend of mine in Connecticut, Sean Cross, who is the co-founder of Display, formerly called Sue. They're making the transition just in case, some of the PR you see will say Sue, but it's officially now called Display, contacted me about this social media platform. And as a lot of you know, I don't do a lot I do Facebook once in a while, and the reaction I get has been, pretty exciting, because I do try to post pictures of, many of the stars that I'm friends with and have known in my life. And this is I've put my life on hold for this display. And Randy has too. I'm going to introduce him in a minute, because it's the first social media that pays to post. Has many more benefits. Randy's going to go into that in a second, but we just in the past few weeks have brought in some extraordinary people, actually major people in the music industry, in Bollywood, thanks to Randy, Leon, thanks to Leon. He's supporting this and supporting all of you, because we want to see everyone make money. You spend so much time on social media and it doesn't even pay you. Just to give you an example, about a year ago, one of the executives was sitting with, who's friends with Kanye West, actually John Aquinta, the other co-founder, and he said to Kanye, oh, by the way, how much does Facebook pay you to put, what's your check that you're receiving from Facebook with all your postings? And Kanye looked at his business manager and said, oh yeah, I can imagine it must be probably close to millions and maybe $1 billion. And Kanye West manager said, zero, we get zero. And that kind of started some of the big music people. You're going to see next week, there's going to be a huge launch. I will be in it in New York. I will be not in it. I will be invited privately and to New York City for this launch. But I would tell you practically every Grammy Award winning person that almost everyone that was on the Grammys this year are part of this. John Legend is part of it. Ryan Seacrest is not in the launch next week, but he will be talking about, Ryan Seacrest will be talking about Display. Many people that and that will be all come out in the press that that Leon will be distributing once he gets official, press releases and so on. It's very exciting. We're trying to get people to participate now, because there's a big upside to that. Once you sign on and you get people eventually to post and you start making money, and it just goes, on and on and on. You will make 10% in perpetuity. Now it's a special they're doing, which Randy can explain a little bit more. And then of course, Leon will distribute the material. So I think that I'd like to talk about Randy for a second before uh, I have him speak. Randy Scott is one of my best friends in the world. We met in Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii 23 incredible years of my life. Randy was born there and surfed like I surfed. I was, you know, believe it or not, a professional surfer when I was the age of 15 in Honolulu. And Randy and I've had a deep friendship and business partnership for, we don't want to tell you how many years,
I
right,
keep
Randy?
it quiet, Lucia.
Yeah, I know. So I trusted with my life and I brought him on board and he's been completely passionate about this, as you know, as I said. So Randy, I'd like you to take the floor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Leon, thank you very much for this opportunity to explain this. And thank you, Lucia, for that introduction. And thank you everyone that's out there that I can't see who's watching right now. Lucia has asked me to come in and kind of explain a little bit about the nuts and bolts of this display. I'm not by no means an expert on it, but I might know a few things more than the rest of the panel here. So I'll take it from there. In one little detail that Lucia left out with the Kanye conversation is the owner said to Kanye, he said, what if I pay you 50% for everything you post?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm in.
Yeah.
There was no bargaining. There was no questioning. There was, I'm in. So I've been involved in many, many different industries over the years. And one of the industries I was in for a while was social media marketing. And I've worked with different companies on social media over the years. And I remember when I was a member of MySpace, when there was only 1 million people on MySpace. It went up to, I think, close to 100 million. Lucia probably remembers I did a show to help the homeless called LA Street Dreams back in 2006. And back then, no one was doing a lot on social media. And I got 19,000 views in less than a day. And everybody was wondering, how did you do that without any advertising or anything? So I've always looked at social media. It's a very important part of our life now. Data, data, data. And as we all know, the big companies are making so much money off the backs of all of us. The content creators are getting paid nothing for all that they do. So when I saw this opportunity, when Lucia shared it with me, I said, wow, because this is the future. If you spend any time, especially on Instagram, you'll notice in every sport, in every genre, in everything on social media, people are trying to get more fans, more followers, more comments. Everybody on your YouTube, hey, please like this and subscribe, please. I mean, you've probably all heard it, and that's what goes on. But do people get paid for it? Some, but not most. So when this came along, I looked at it first from perspective where I come from, Lucia, from surfing. And I see all these young surfers that they just want to, they want to make it in their field. And you could look at not surfing, you could look at motocross riding, you could look at actors, artists, musicians, everyone, they want to make it. And when I was back in Hollywood, one thing, I made a presentation to some producers and I said, what makes a star? And you know, they had different answers. And I said, you know what makes a star is someone that puts butts in seats. And basically what we're saying is, you take a guy back then on MySpace that has 1 million followers, and he's going to make a lot of money for a lot of people because of those followers, even though if he's not even a star. So what's happening now in social media, that's what's happening with all these young kids, no matter what the genre is, they're looking to get as many fans and followers as they can, and then maybe get a brand to sponsor them, and then eventually make money, a living in social media. And that is the future. the future is making money on social media. So this company is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to go and just show Legal's going to give me the opportunity, and bear with me on how this goes forward, but I just wanted to mention a couple of things that Lucia mentioned as well. But most of the CEOs, the COO, the CTOs, et cetera, CFO, CEO on this company had a number of exits, $100 million exits from like Best Buy and some very large companies. So they know what to do. In fact, the latest exit was actually from Facebook itself to come over and be running and take the lead on display. So that says volumes. So Leon, what I'd like to do is kind of just show the overview video and the deck. Am I able to share now? And then I'll show you, for those of you that maybe have already signed up for a profile and don't know anything about it, I can maybe show you just a little bit on,
Yeah, I mean,
how
Randy,
how you can work it on your phone. And that's pretty much what you want me to do, right, Lucia?
I do, but Leon, what were you saying, Leon?
No, I'm just saying,
Can I
do you
share?
want to show your presentation on your computer, or are you going to demo this on your phone?
No, I'm going to show the deck that they actually have sent us. And then I'm going to show you on my phone what that means.
Yeah,
so you can see it.
On the bottom of your screen, you should see a thing called share screen. It should be green.
Okay.
Click on that, and then it should take you to your computer, and then you can click what you want to show on your computer, share on your computer. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Click
Well,
on
let's
that, and then that should appear.
further
for
ado.
everyone else
Let
to
me.
see.
Okay, give me 1 second.
No rush.
Okay, I think we'll start with the video.
Okay. You may need to click on audio as well. When you say share, it has an option there that says select audio. You need to click on the audio as well if it's the audio play as well.
Yeah, let me just try this.
Okay. Yeah.
Share sound. Okay.
Yeah. Share sound is what you want.
And does everybody see this?
Yeah. We see it now. Play it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Now. Beautiful. We can all see it.
Display is the social platform that puts the content creators first. Everyone is a content creator. Here's how social media works today. Advertisers pay social media giants to advertise on your content. The social giants then keep all of that money for themselves. You, the creator, never see a dime. At Display, we put the content creators first. When advertisers pay Display, you can earn a 50% award rate on the ad revenue generated from your content. We also provide a marketplace for creators to sell products and share in the profits. Creators can receive award payouts based on the affiliate commission. The rewards you earn from ad revenue and affiliate commissions will be added to your Display account every day. Display provides you a 50% award rate from the ad revenue generated from your content, while social giants share nothing. We believe creators should be rewarded for their work. Download Display from your app store today.
Okay. So one thing that Lucia was talking about, there's going to be a 30 days of concerts. And one of the things that if I have this correct, Lucia, you can correct me.
Right.
And I'll reference something that was discussed. Said, well, my daughter is so excited about this situation that she's going to go to all of her friends in college and invite them to go to a concert and get paid to be there. Because each person that you invite, there's 25 cents. And then again, the 10% in perpetuity of whatever that person decides to do with Display as it continues on and on and on. So that's going to be an exciting time. Every night there'll be a different concert. So it's I think it's a game changer, and it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free. It's a
And
free
they're-
concert.
excuse me, Randy, and they're also exactly what Randy said. This is from Sean's daughter. And every night they're gonna go to a different friend's house, have a party, make money. I mean, they got so excited. So this applies to all your children out there too. You know, these kids today love to make money and love to be to watch free concerts. And they're all gonna be very exciting. All the top music people in the world are gonna be on for free.
I've actually reached out to a few colleges as a marketing person to bring the college in, see if they invite all the colleges. So it's something to think about in marketing, that there's a lot of colleges out there and it's 30 days of get paid to go to a concert. I don't know how it gets much better. Okay, so let me switch here. Can everyone see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Display introduction to
Yes.
social that pays.
Okay, for some reason, I think I have to minimize you so I can see. There we go. Okay, so I'm not the best at this, but I'm going to take you through it. We just saw that. So here's the different ways to get paid. Obviously, you heard about the dividends, right? A payout rate of up to 50% from advertising revenue for creating and sharing content. I'll show you a little bit of that later. Can you see my phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's just as we go through it, let's just take a look at it. So a payout rate of up to 50% from advertising revenue for creating and sharing content. So when you're on your platform, such as this right here, let's say I scroll down and let me go to someone else's. I'm looking at my own stuff. Okay, so I want one with a comment me on it. Bear with me for a second here. I had to rearrange a few things. Give me a second here. So if you see this right here, this is someone's post that happened to come into my feed. Can everyone see that? Can you see it?
It's
Yeah.
blurry.
Blurry.
But
A
yeah.
little bit blurry, but mhm.
Is it better back here or?
Yeah, better back there. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I know where to post it then. So you see that, then you like it, you can share it, you share the feed. Now here's the interesting button. It's called the support me button. And this is where you get that revenue at. So you would push this button here and up will come like a 5-second ad. Then I push it out and then it's going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You should see an X. You see the X yet? Anybody can answer? Do you see the X?
It's too small. It's too
Okay.
small to see.
So when I click the X, it goes back and can you see where it says thanks for your support?
Yes.
Okay, so that's where you got paid. The exact how that it pays in CPMs, and don't ask me the details of that. Go to someone else on that. We'll get that later, but it pays in CPM. So that person just got paid by me just viewing and looking at their posts. So when you become a content creator, that's you bring your content, you make money that way. Okay, so personalized storefront with a payout rate of up to 50% affiliate commissions. So let's show you what that is. I actually created it right now on the spot so you guys could see it. Get an idea. Lucia, I just did this a few minutes ago, actually, before I came on because I wanted to show people. So you see this on here. Do you see where it says my stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, So when I click on my stuff, I created this little Hawaiian storefront. And what I did is once I created the little Hawaiian storefront, I searched for surfing pictures. See the surfing pictures there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're in my thing. So, but if I click on one of those, it goes right to a page. And I just randomly found those pictures. Shop now. Let's see what happens. It takes you right to Amazon to shop for pictures. Just like those pictures are probably on Amazon. That's why it took me there. I have to sign up for Amazon. If my Amazon account was signed up right now, I would go right in and I could buy that picture. I would get 50% of the revenue of whatever that was. If it sold for $3,000, I would get 50% of that just for putting that picture in my stuff. That's pretty cool.
That's a big thing. We're part, not we're, but Display is partners with Amazon and some of the biggest Shopify and so on. All
So
that.
let's say I want to, I'm sorry, Lucia. Let's
That's right.
say I want to do something about music. So I click add item, I search music. And then I have all these pictures on music. If I click any one of them, I put them into my add items, and then I share these pictures. And if people see them and they go, "Wow, I want to buy that," they click on it, they buy it. I get 50% of it. It's pretty cool. Where it says tools, you get a free suite to create, shape, publish, content, analytics. I'm not real familiar with that one to show you how that actually works, but we can learn that at a later date. Another thing which I want, and I'd like Leon to do this, because the more you work together in this platform, the more money you all make together. You help each other as you comment, support each other, like everything. More money is generated every time those buttons are pushed. So Leon can create. So let me show you, I'll take you back. So if you see this again, there's 3 dots up here in the top. When I click, 3 lines. When I click that, I get a whole bunch of different things. This is where your invite link is. Let's say I want to invite a bunch of people to the concerts coming up. There's going to be what we have 30 days of concerts, potential 10% in perpetuity plus 25 cents. So I would go here to where it says invite your friend, share the link, and you'll notice that I can share it on many different platforms like Instagram or Facebook or anything else. All those different platforms, I can share my personal link, and when they click on it, they go right in under your profile link and you're credited. Let's take you back to something else. Insights. Here's where you can track everything that's going on. You can see how many people liked, how many things did what. You click on family tree. You can see the people that are personally in your family. But here's what I wanted to show you. Communities beta. So these are all different communities you can create. If what I'd like Leon to do is create an R collective community. So he would push create and he would create that community and everyone would join in that community. And then you see what each other's doing, going back and forth. And as you support and like and share whatever content that they're creating and moving, everyone's getting a chance to get paid because you're working together as a team. So that's very exciting as well with this platform.
So, Randy, I have a quick question.
Sure.
Is when you put a post up and that's shared, is that shared to everyone who's a member of Display already, or is it a broad, or who your personal community is?
I think it would be. I think it's, and that's a good question,
Good question.
I'll have to make sure that I get that answer properly for you. So That was my breakfast. Now,
Yummy.
so let me, so if I take someone else's, let's go to someone else's content here.
We'll get that answer for you, Aaron Paul, because I also can't answer that. I don't
So
want
here's
Yeah.
someone, it says, when I click share, it says share to feed. I'm assuming that feed is
Oh, yeah.
It'll
all
be
of
like
your,
an algorithm that goes out.
yeah, it feeds to all of your followers, everybody who's following, everyone who's part of your connection.
And obviously
That's
with your
why-
hashtags, you put, all that kind of algorithm stuff.
Hashtags, absolutely. They
Okay.
recommend as well to hashtag display TV live, because there's a lot of things going on there. And so that creates more of a buzz for your particular profile itself. So there's a lot of, there's some really interesting things about the platform.
Can I just make a suggestion too, because I don't know how much time everyone has today, but before I forget the two things. Randy did something very smart that I didn't do in the beginning, and I did it since, and I tell everyone, once you have some time, you really should go to Display, it will be Display University. I keep saying Sue because when they purchased the assets, the name was Sue, and now it's obviously Display. University really teaches a lot of good stuff on a lot of angles and different things you can make money, right, Mandy? Isn't that correct?
So
And also,
you would click your search,
Yeah.
and then up here you would type in display. So it usually comes up. You see Display University. Can anybody see that?
I can, it's Sue
Blurry.
Yeah. Okay.
So when it opens, anyhow, you're at Display University. You can see that.
And
And
the
that's
other,
the platform that will teach you everything that you need to know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's tons of videos.
Yeah,
There,
I mean, obviously we can't spend too much time because obviously, as you see,
right.
I mean,
pretty
this
much,
is
there's not
the
much more
future.
except
Yeah,
the only thing left is
Yeah.
Display TV,
Yeah.
which is what Lucia, I'm gonna let her finish up with that in a second, but
Yeah.
it shows you, here's how she's earning all this money. I mean, the details of it, this information can be given to Leon and he can be sending it out to everybody. I kind of showed you with the surfing pictures, how this works. Of course, they're having a lot larger amount of money because what the product is there. There's a support me button, which we just covered over. Display TV, which Lucia is going to have her own television show on display. And that's pretty much it. Tremendous amount of press. Everyone's involved in the world pretty much. Everyone's going to know about it. And I'll close in this. It's not if you'll be involved with display, it's when.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Randy. And
Thanks,
I'll just say
Randy.
one quick thing, and then Leon, thank you. Thank you so much, Randy. If the other main reason I, of course, got involved, aside from, the potential and really helping a lot of friends who need the help, and, Aaron Paul, not that you need to help, but, your future of your music and all the artists involved in the collective, and, all their art that can be sold. But I'm excited because, yes, I am going to have my first TV show. Hopefully we're going to launch in June. I was hoping to launch 1st of June, but that will be announced. Leon will make sure that everyone's aware of it. And basically it's going to be my show. I keep going back and forth on the title, but
I'll be your first guest. Yeah.
okay, got it.
Congrats.
Jenny, this is a great place for you to sell your art.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that, Jenny. Yeah, big time. We've got several artists on there already thrilled about it. They've already made money, friends of mine who have made money in like less than a week in selling some of their pieces. So anyway, I'm very excited, and I so thank Leon for this platform for both Randy and I. And, we follow everything the collective does. If we don't answer, it's just a matter of because of time. as you can imagine, but I'm very excited that we're all going to be participating in this community that I know Leon's going to create, right, Leon?
You know, I've always did one step ahead of you, Randy. I created our collective community already, so
Okay.
I've not promoted it yet because obviously this is a
Understand.
platform. This is obviously why I'm so honored to have your presence today. I mean, you articulate it so fantastically, brilliantly with that deck, etc. It's much more than what I could have presented there. So this is on its own will be a platform that I will share amongst not just all the community here in the US, but as you know, our collective, the global community.
Right.
We have connectivity to Asia, to Africa, you know, we're doing a lot of activities. So this platform, I believe, is going to be, Lucia, if I'm correct, launch over 120 countries worldwide.
195 countries there.
Yeah, apologize, 195. I mean,
Right
there's
now.
210 countries in the United Nations. So we're talking about literally the entire world.
Yeah.
Probably the place that's not going to get is the penguin and Antarctic. So sorry, penguins and Antarctic, but you're not getting displayed. But the rest of the world is going to get, and this is the future. Just remember the first word that Lucia said this, okay? Facebook generates over $80 billion of ad revenue and zero goes to the content creator, okay?
Right. That's the key.
This display, if you can get as big as Facebook, I hope we're not going to get sensitive on Facebook right now, get cut off. We generate as much as 100 billion. Half of that, that's 50 billion, it's going to go to content creators like Aaron Paul, musician, like Lucia, like Randy, like Jenny, like me. Okay, and that is a much fairer system. And that's what this new world, and that's part of my lecture, is preaching this new world, which is fairer, more righteous, you know, and more civil. All right, more civil. Okay,
Exactly.
and I am so honored to be on the coattail and in the shadow of these greats. Lucia, Randy, thank you for coming on board and telling our collective members what they need to know. And it's up to me now and obviously us to get this message out there. Okay, that there is a new world that is fairer and more righteous, and the people that create the content are more deserving of getting the just reward. And that is a good opportunity because I have two content creators here. I have this Jenny, who's a fabulous artist, and obviously Aaron Paul, fabulous musician. Well, he's a global icon in so many spheres. So that will finish on display side of it. So again, thank Lucia.
Thank you so
Randy.
much. Thank you.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about the NFT now, which is an associated platform that our collective are also involved in. Now, those been following for the last few months have heard about this NFT, which stands for non-fungible token, which is a $1 billion, well, not sorry, $1 trillion business that the market are predicting. In fact, NBA sold 5 merchandises on their item for $366 billion. That's a third of $1 trillion. All right. So and then Christie sold an auction an artwork for $69 million. So we're talking about real huge money, which again allows the artists and the content. That's why it's a perfect fit also for display, is that the artists themselves are justly paid for it. I know so many artists, brilliant artists, that is barely surviving. They have so much talent, they're creating so much content, and they're getting almost zero. All right. Of course, a lot of people are getting rich, but not regretting, not the artists themselves. So this is a new world with these new platforms, which we're all part of creating, which will be fairer and more righteous. And the people that are creating, the talents that are created out there should be justly paid. And obviously the NFT is a digital platform. I'm just going to summarize it very quick. It's basically, if you see, I have collectibles. I have an autograph there of my favorite team, Liverpool Football Club. Okay, I have a Muhammad Ali on that wall, which I collect, I buy. So the NFT is the equivalent of those, but instead of collecting real artwork, it's the digital version. So now your collectible appears on your mobile devices, on your computer. So you can take your collectible all around the world, show the world, oh, look, I own this. I own a piece of Lucia's television. So her television that she created can be digitized into an NFT, and someone can buy and own part of Lucia, okay? So that is, again, a fabulous new world that we're coming on, that we're our collective are at the very, very forefront. So the NFT Mart, which we are going to be launching soon, along with the display, we've taken our patents, intellectual properties, which will allow us to be at the very, very forefront of this new $1 trillion business. And we're so honored to have this talented global icon, that's Aaron Paul, and he's agreed to be the front face of our NFT Mart. You know, like I said to you, he's already, like I said to you, a world-established icon, celebrity, polish singer, etc. Now into fashion, into movie, into everything. So Aaron, I know I interviewed you for the Legends interview a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
So I'll give you a little platform again. It's just how excited are you in being part of the front face of our NFT Mart, and obviously what you heard about display?
Oh, very excited. Obviously, it's a new thing that's obviously been trending. It's actually trending very fast. I don't know if you saw yesterday morning on Good Morning America, they did a whole segment about NFTs. And I mean, I only found out more about, I'd heard it circulating, but obviously doing our Legends interview and discussing stuff with you, I've learned a lot more about it. But since then, I'm hearing NFT every day, you know, through various friends. Before I even open my mouth, so well, have you heard of NFTs? They've told me if I heard of NFTs. And I'm like, yeah, so it shows you how fast this thing is moving. And then also yesterday morning, Good Morning America did a whole segment about it and predicted this is the way the future is going to be.
Yes.
So yes, I'm very happy to join in the lead on that and get a foothold. Like I said, I'm an artist of all capacities, as Lucia knows, and yourself, Leon. Music, fashion, art. I mean, you know, I kind of cover the whole spectrum of that, and it's the perfect place for me to position myself and take lead in this, you know, in this project, and also, you know, to expand myself as well in the way of the future. So I'm very excited. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I may add,
I was going
yes.
to say, I like your impression as well of display and NFT that you heard as a content creator, as a fabulous, talented artist.
Thank you. Yes, well, just coming off of the International Women Artists Salon, actually, there's an article that just came out today on our show, month-long show celebrating Women History Month, and so we're very happy. And I also have a few launches, including one of my celebrity stylist client, Eva Scrivo. She'll be having a opening probably her 5th salon, a major opening, and it will feature my artwork that I did for her. But I just want to add to the NFT that, you know, you described it very well, Leon, thank you very much, that anyone could profit from it, anyone. Just, I think 2 days ago, a little girl, 6 years old or 8 years old, posted a maybe a 30-second meme. She just posted.
Disaster girl, yeah, I saw that.
Right? Yeah, and she made $2 million something
$2 million,
from it.
What?
Did you
Really?
hear? Yes, I know, it's incredible. So anyone, even a child, anyone. So Aaron Paul saw that too.
Yeah.
Just
well, the media is really picking up on it and really pushing the NFT out there. Like I said, Good Morning America, and also the girl made national news the other day because she sold her her piece, her digital file, for $2 million, or auctioned it for that.
I think she was 8 or
yeah.
No.
Well, actually, she was already famous because she posted that photo, that disaster zone of the fire. So she was already went viral whenever that story came out. But she actually sold the digital file of her, which was for auction, and she, you know, she earned $2 million, like you said.
Oh, wow.
But it just shows you the spread, but how fast this thing is catching on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
because it's worldwide, you know,
absolutely.
anyone.
So anyway, so I'm going to end this now by that's an amazing example, but that's an example, not just a one-off. This is the new world, and this is the new world represented by these talents. They're telling you what is coming, and what is coming is allowing everyone, the whole world. So the whole world right now is in this darkness, this pandemic and lockdown, and it's obviously having a huge economic distress on all of us. But these new platforms are opening up the world. It may be a virtual world, but it's a virtual world that will allow each one of us, if we have the talent, the hard work, the dedication to go out there and fairly shared in the profit of our work and our labor and our creativity. And that is the word, all right? Fairly share in our creativity. And you have to thank to great people. I mean, Lucia is already, Aaron, these celebrities are already, they're already achievers. They're already at the highest level in their career. But one thing they all have in common with our collective is this humanitarian aspects of it. They can just sit back now and enjoy the accolade, the legacy that they already built. But they don't want to do that. They want to share this with the rest of the world because of their hearts. And that's the one thing that is so common in our collective. And I'm so honored to have all of them as part of our collective members and tell the world that there is a bright new world where everyone, all 7.8 billion people on this planet, can share collectivity, their creativity, and righteously earn money from all these various platforms that we are all bringing on, this display and this NFT mark. So God bless you. This is an absolutely amazing lecture. I couldn't have asked for more, and I'll be sharing this around the world. The world will hear about this. So thank you all. All right. God bless you all. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.